When you're ready.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone. According to a 2012 Expedia poll, the top two reasons people mentioned as not being able to go on a vacation was for money and lack of planning. Now, with my family, I could definitely relate to that, and maybe some of you out there as well could point to those two reasons as why you haven't gone on a vacation, except for Robert Hamill's family. He was my interview source for this speech. They have been Disney Vacation Club members for 27 years. Now, this is a program that I've really been interested in because I would see that they could go and stay at all different resorts. They're really cool, and they would save money as well. So it was like, well, I want to know how you can do that. So tonight, I'm going to help you guys out and learn that. So the first point is going to be what the DVC is, moving into how the point system works and what it means to be a member, and last but not least, some of the perks that you can have by being a member. So what is a DVC? According to the Disney website, it defines it as a vacation ownership program. It's a little different than your typical timeshare in the sense that with a timeshare, you buy in for a certain week of the year, you go there, if you don't, oh well. With the DVC, it's very flexible. It's all about deciding when to vacation, where to vacation, and how long you want to vacation. So it's very flexible in that aspect. As far as where you can stay, there's basically limitless possibilities. You can stay at some DVC resorts, which I will get to next. You can stay go on a cruise on the Disney Cruise Line, and then you can also go to 500 plus destinations worldwide. So there's definitely some place you can go that you would like. With the DVC resort properties, most of them are part of Walt Disney World, and they each have their own kind of theme. If you can tell by the names, if you'd like to look out your window and have a safari, you might want to stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge Villa. If you like the more modern feel, you might want to stay at Bay Lake Tower at the Contemporary. And then we also have the Wilderness Lodge. It's kind of interesting if you like the whole national park aspect of staying out on the West Coast. And the picture depicted here is of Old Key West. If you don't want to stay on the Walt Disney World property, there are some other properties you can. You can stay on the beach in Vero Beach, Florida. For those of you who golf a lot, Hilton Head Island might be of interest to you. And then you also, heading out west, you have the Grand Floridian, or Grand Californian, which is out in California. And then if you go further west, in Hawaii, there's a resort called Aulani Resort. And according to Wall Street Journal article last year, this is the most recent DVC property because it was launched in 2011 and it was $850 million resort. So moving on to how membership works. It's basically on the vacation point system. It's the bread and butter of what makes this different. If you buy into a property, you get an allotment of points for every year that you're in it, and you can use them to take different vacations. You don't have to take just one a year. You can take 3, 4, however you use the points, that's what you do. And for example, with Rob's family, they've gone like 3 times this year. His mom and sister went. He went with a golfing buddy in January, and then in July, I get to tag along and go for 2 weeks in Old Key West, so I'm kind of excited about that. If you need more points than you have in a year, you are more than welcome to pull points from the next year. Likewise, if you need to take a big trip next year, you can certainly bank points. And if you feel in general that your vacation needs are changing and you just need more points in general to do what you want to do, you can expand the number of points you have. With the contract, it usually starts out to be about 20 years, and you have the option to extend that. With Rob's family, they bought into the Old Key West Resort back in 1996, and they chose to do a 15-year extension. So they have, in essence, 35 years of vacation accommodations paid for. So now that you know the flexibility of the program, I'll move into my third point, which is the perks. Now, DVC members get discounts on dining, entertainment, recreation, such as golfing for you guys, which sometimes can be a little less expensive. And you also get annual park pass discounts. And also, you can get preview of new attractions, which could be fun. You get to go on rides for anyone else. You get to see special events. And last but not least, you have Disney Vacation Advisors. So in the beginning, when I said one of the reasons for people not going was for lack of planning, you have a dedicated DVC advisor that can help you with that. So with that, I hope tonight that I've given you a little more information about what the Disney Vacation Club is, how the point system works, as well as some of the perks of being a DVC member. And like Rob's family, it's really nice to know that your vacations are paid for years in advance and that you have the absolute convenience and flexibility of knowing where to vacation, when to vacation, and how often you want to go. And it really makes it easy to go on vacation.